Starting the end cab, I'm just setting my truck up. If the windows is up, stick the key in ignition, don't start it, just turn it to the on position, let the windows down. Alright, I'm gonna take the key back out, put it right up here on the dashboard, right where you can get it. The next thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna pump the brakes about 25-30 times. I'm gonna fan as much air out the system, so when I build that air pressure up, I can actually hear the governor cut out. Y'all get what I'm saying? Joe, what the fuck was you doing? Alright, so now I'm gonna start the end cab. So now, first thing, my seat belt is properly mounted. It's not cut, frayed, torn, latches properly, and it secures the driver. Next is my emergency equipment. If you don't see it up in the front, it's in the side box. So I got my fire extinguisher. It's properly mounted, it's not bent, cracked, damaged. It's fully charged in the green. The inspection sticker's up to date, and the safety pin is locked in. Also, I got my 3 red reflective triangles. Properly mounted, they're not bent, cracked, or damaged. They're clean, clear, red in color. I got 6 spare fuses compatible with the vehicle, either in the cup holder, glove compartment, or the overhead. Alright. Next thing is my windshield. It's properly mounted, it's not bent, cracked, or damaged. It's clean and clear, no illegal stickers to block my view, no cracks bigger than a dime. My windshield seal around it is properly mounted. It has no abrasions, bulges, cuts, dry rot, not excessively worn, doesn't leak. Then I got all my mirrors are properly mounted. They're not bent, cracked, or damaged. They're all clean and clear, no illegal stickers to block my view, and they're all adjusted to me. Then I got my windshield wipers properly mounted, not bent, cracked, or damaged, no missing parts. Windshield wiper blade has no abrasions, bulges, cuts, dry rot, not excessively worn, and they seated against the windshield. That's everything that don't require power, right? Mm-hmm. Now, the reason I put the key right here, so when I get done with them wipers, I go right to what requires power, and I don't have to try to find the key. So now, I'm stick the key in ignition. Put my finger right up here so I can point out my ABS light and DEF light working properly. Not the gauge, that little regen symbol. All right, once my gauges stop moving, I'm gonna start the truck. Now, I'm doing all of my gauges left to right. Doesn't matter what truck you're in, just do them all left to right, you won't have no problems. So, this truck, my far left, top left gauge is my voltmeter, normal operating range. My oil pressure, normal operating range. Water temperature, normal operating range. This truck, I ain't gotta worry about the brake app gauge. I got my air pressure gauge. It's rising normal operating range. Governor cuts out between 120 and 140. Got my DEF gauge. I got no less than 1/8 of a tank of DEF. So I did all my gauges left to right, turn on the lights. So now I'm checking my high beam indicators working properly. Then left turn signal working properly, touching it. Right turn signal working properly, touching it. My 4-way flashes are working properly. Then my next function on here, my windshield wipers working properly. Then I push in on the end of it. Now this one is kind of funky because it's kind of wore out. Just push in on this button, say the fluid's working properly. All right. Then turn your windshield wipers off. Then check my city horn, highway horn. Notice how I'm working my blade left to right. So now I'm over to the defrost. Turn this one all the way to the right. Turn this one all the way to the right. Now I'm checking the defrost up top. It's working properly. Then I turn it back to this second setting. Right here, I'm checking the vent and the floor. It's working properly. Now, that's the same order. Last thing on there for that requiring power was defrost and heater, correct? Mm-hmm. So now I'm about to start my brake test. First thing it says, build the air pressure till the governor cuts out. And I'm watching my gauge to make sure it gets up to that 120 to 140 when I hear it blow out. Watching this gauge the whole time. Y'all heard that? The governor just cut out. Now I'm about to start my brake test. First thing I says do, push in both valves. Alright, push them in. Then I'm gonna shut the engine off. Key to the on position. Now my window's already down. The reason the window's down, so I can hear any air leaks. Now all you got to do is say exactly what the paper say. Now I'm going to do my air leakage test. I have an air loss rate no more than 4 psi in a minute with the brake applied. Now I apply the brake and count out loud. 1001, 1002, 1003, 1004, 1005, 1006, 1007, 1008, 1009, 1010, 1011. 12, 2013, watching the gauge, 2014. Keep counting till I reach 60 or he tell me to stop. 16, 17, okay, told me to stop. Now, I'm gonna fan off my brakes until the low pressure warning comes on between 80 and 60. All right, once it come on, I just stop pumping. Now, I'm gonna fan off the remaining air until both of my valves pop out between 40 and 20, indicating my spring brakes have been applied. I'm watching nothing but the valves now. All right, they both popped out. Y'all saw that, right? Now, when the valves pop out, that's when I get out with the key and get the shock block. Leave the key, it's automatic fail. Seatbelt on. Now, key in ignition. Cycle the gauges. Now, start the truck. Now, I'm gonna build my air pressure back up till the governor cut out. It's somewhere between 1,300 and 1,500 RPM. You ain't got to ask the examiner, can I build it up? Just do it. So I'm gonna push in the red valve, releasing the trailer brakes, put the truck in drive, and I'm gonna give it a little tug. Vehicle didn't move. Now I immediately put my foot back on that brake, pull out the red valve, push in the yellow. Now I'm testing my trailer parking spring brakes. I'm gonna give it a gentle tug, vehicle should move. Vehicle didn't move, foot back on the brake. Now I'm gonna push in both valves. I'm gonna roll forward, get it up 5 miles an hour. There should be no pulling side to side, no unusual noises, no delay in stopping. So, and gently ease to the brake. Once you're done, set the brakes, neutral, and let the examiner know that you're done. How long was that?
11 minutes.
11 minutes.